Hey everybody, how you doing? Hope you had a happy new year. It's been a couple of weeks since I posted something, but let's continue. So I was reading a Reddit subreddit for guitar theory last night, and a guy posed a question. He said, what if I want to learn something just besides other people's music? He said he was a little bit of a composer, and that's natural. And I think that playing other people's stuff is good. It's good for practice. At the end of the day, we want to, be able to put things together. We want to write our own stuff. We also want to understand what we're listening to and analyze it. And when we're trying to figure out somebody else's songs, it's almost like throwing darts in the dark or with a blindfold on, hoping that we hit something. And eventually you will. But with some basic theory concepts, we can really start to break the process down and understand what's going on a little bit better. I want to show you this first on the piano, and then we'll look at the guitar. So when thinking about the basic music theory that we need to understand, basically the framework of music, we need to understand a couple of things. We start at the most basic unit of music, which is the note. The notes are not just random notes, they're organized with patterns of half steps and whole steps. The most important scale is the major scale. And very quickly, let's take a look at that again. I want to focus on the scale C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then C again. So for the purposes of music theory, we're going to call this the C major scale, and this is the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, and the eighth. So the C major scale is based on whole steps and half steps. If I go from C to D, I'm jumping over the C sharp, so that's a whole step. From E to F, that's a half step. There's no note in between. So C to D is a whole step, D to E is a whole step, E to F is a half step, F to G is a whole step, G to A is a whole step, A to B is a whole step, and B back to C is a whole step. So this is the C major scale, and whenever we sing songs, lots of times we're singing within this major pattern. I will say that the pattern can start anywhere. We can start on B, and it's whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. We start that pattern anywhere, and we can place that pattern on any note to make the major scale. Whenever we're composing music, most times it is composed with using this pattern. But it's not just the notes we're concerned with, it is the chords that are derived from this pattern. If I were to take a C major scale and play the first, third, and fifth, I have a C major. And that works with every scale. So an F major scale, I take the first, third, and fifth, and I make an F major. So I have a C major, I have an F major, I have a G major scale. Take the first, third, and fifth, and I make a G major. So the scales are not only important because they tell us kind of which notes to sing, but they also define what makes a chord.